everyone. Welcome to Hairpins and Streets with Baba and Queen.
Hi guys, how you doing? I hope you are having a good Christmas. Are we having a good Christmas?
So far,
So my luggage didn't come. Not that you care, but you know, we are here. We are dedicated. We said we are going to bring you someone special. So we have a guest.
yes, we do. So do you want to introduce yourself too?
My name is Kwabena Poku.
The Kwabena Poku. You know who we are talking about here.
And what else?
So, like, what do you do, and what's your role in motorsports? Let's start from there.
Yeah.
Okay. So, my background is into events, marketing, activities, basically. And my work experience spans across the African continent. So that's basically what I do. And where do I fit in motorsport? Okay. I've been a fan of motorsport for years. My father is an engineer by profession, and so I started loving cars since I was a child. My father used to come home with my father, fortunately for me, worked for Mercedes for a long time, then came back to Ghana and then still worked for Mercedes. Back then, Ghana used to assemble Mercedes trucks in Kumasi. My dad was the head of engineering at GNTC at the time.
Okay.
So he was basically in charge of that particular job in Kumasi. I was born in Kumasi anyway, but then I was raised in Tema. So when my dad moved to...
She's Tema Annex. Spintex. No, Sakumono. Yeah.
So when my father was transferred to GNTC in Accra, that's how come I was brought to Tema. So I literally grew up in Tema. So my dad used to come in with these miniature Mercedes cars, those things. And he would bring us like a full album of what Mercedes is planning. So some of the cars that I see growing up, or even in my youth and my adult life, I saw them when my dad used to bring these design books home from Germany. And you could see the concept design. At the time, they were known as concept designs. But now they are all reality.
Wow, that's really cool.
Years
ago.
Over decades.
Of course. I mean, I vaguely remember this somewhere in the late 80s. I was just about 7, 8, 9, thereabout.
It's like you're giving your age to the audience. So.
Of course.
Nothing to hide.
Yeah. So my love for motorsport was then, and my dad actually introduced me to watching Formula One.
Wow.
Because we used to, back then, you have the likes of the Ayrton Senners and
that was like really back in the day.
Really, really. Those days they didn't have the hybrid. They had the V8s and those were like powerful engines. And so, a few years ago, one of my clients, Coca-Cola owns the Monster Energy brand in Africa.
Okay.
So seeing the link.
One of the we did a lot of work for Coca-Cola. So my client said that they needed to launch Monster Energy in Ghana, which we worked on for them. And then they also needed the brand to be associated with something. Red Bull is very big on this market.
Yeah.
So they wanted Monster Energy to be associated with something that would be unique, So, I saw Monster Energy on the Mercedes car and I was like, oh, okay, they're sort of into F1, so why not?
Yeah.
So that's how come we started this whole viewing party thing. So it was a Monster Energy branded event that we were doing for Monster Energy. And so a lot of people then were like, oh, so there's somebody can actually go and watch Formula One, not just football. Because football was then
the main thing, right?
Main thing. So now they can leave their homes or leave their small gatherings and join the big gatherings. So we used to do it at the Mercedes showroom. Then there was Silver Star.
Okay.
Silver Star Towers. Yeah. And then we used to do it at the DSTV showroom. DSTV came on board as partner. They're still on board with us. And for some reason, Monster Energy had a lot of competition from Red Bull in Ghana. And I think it was a whole marketing thing. I would have wished they had put a lot of money into their marketing thing. But they decided to leave the brand to their normal importers and stop bringing it under the Coca-Cola name.
I see.
So the other people who are just bringing their own Monster Energy into town, but Coca-Cola itself in Ghana stopped selling the brand. But that didn't kill what we were doing. We decided to keep what we were doing and build it into something else. So that's how come we started developing this whole agenda of motorsport.
So how many years would you say it's been going on?
Well, this was we launched Monster Energy, I think in 2017, 2018.
Okay.
And then they left us somewhere around 2019, thereabout. But we kept this going. And then we decided to form it into, well, there was a lot of motorsports clubs. You had the BMWs, you had the Mercedes guys, you have even the Honda guys. Now you have even the Rover Club.
Eish.
They are even having, I think they invited me to some party they're having also. But now you have the Rover Club. And so now we're trying to bring all of them under one umbrella.
Yeah.
So we decided to form the Motorsport Federation of Ghana to build other activities, not just go and watch the race, but we wanted to do like something like go-kart competitions,
Yes.
Engineering, build on STEM, education, all those things. So we have a whole plan for what we are building, So in the space of things right now, I'm actually heading the Motorsports Federation for now. Until we have all those structures in place. I was saying that, when Mercedes was dominating, they were coming. So now, at least Mercedes era, we saw a lot of competition,
Yeah.
But now they were like, it's no competition, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, it doesn't work that way. If you
Rest of the field, Ferrari and Co.
Yeah, but
Rest of the field.
But obviously, you can tell that over here, this side of the world, of course, Mercedes has a lot of fans.
Yeah.
Compared to the other teams. Yeah. So, but then again, I was not amused at their behavior, but now they're like, oh, Mercedes now changing their car, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, it might not change anything.
Yeah.
It probably will not change anything, but at least if it brings any kind of competition, then we'll get it.
At least.
I
feel like they came closer, right?
Yeah.
The fact that like Lewis was even third in the championship goes to prove something. So let's see what next year brings. Ferrari have promised they are changing 95% of their car. Again, it's
We had
the
it
hope that
last year.
skills. We've been hopeful since 2007, but here we are. Here we still are.
Ferrari is that friend who will always tell you, I've stopped drinking.
Oh my goodness. Ferrari.
I will show up drunk.
Anyway, usually I go into a rant about Ferrari, but today is not the day. I know today is not the day, so that's okay.
What team do you?
Exactly, that's where I was going.
Me?
Yeah, maybe you
That's
have
no
to be
news.
neutral.
For the listeners.
I'm a Mercedes guy.
Yeah.
Through and through.
Somebody whose father brought in futuristic cars of Mercedes. Hey.
So how long have you been supporting Mercedes?
All his
Oh.
life.
See, that's it. And I keep telling people that I'm not a Mercedes fan because of Lewis Hamilton. That's what I keep telling people.
And I get it, honestly.
Even
It's
when
in their blood.
Schumacher was dominating Ferrari, I was still a Mercedes fan. His name was, I was like, cars that ran Mercedes, like Braun,
Yeah.
McLaren,
But
Williams.
you found victory with Braun the one time.
Exactly,
Yeah.
even with Williams
Yes.
at some point. But then Schumacher came to Mercedes. I was like, well,
I told my line so. Yeah.
And when they brought Lewis, let's see what happens. And we dominated for what, 6 seasons straight or so?
7 years.
7 seasons straight.
That was the life. I wish I saw something like that for Ferrari, but
Well,
actually, just for my favorite driver, Sha.
Leave us alone. Leave us alone. Yeah, we've had it now.
Okay.
the thing is that I look at these young drivers, it's so difficult to pick who can really dominate.
Ask you that. Like, if you have a younger driver, then
Oh, so you don't see that in Russell?
I see it in Russell, but he needs to slow down.
Yeah.
thank you.
Hey, Drago, baby Drago. Opre.
Yeah.
Oprega. He's
You remember
a
the
bit
day
too
he
rash.
came to replace Lewis?
Yes. When he was running, was it second or first?
Yeah,
Then
he was supposed to win that race.
Yeah.
He was just, it was like it had gotten into his head
Oh,
because he's a good driver.
yeah.
He's a solid driver,
But
but
sometimes
Sometimes you need to just-
it touches. Yeah.
yeah, he should just realize that, I'm still in the process. At least I'm in a good team.
Yeah.
It's a process.
I feel like it's a thin line between confidence and just arrogance, right? Because I feel he thinks he's just being confident and he's calling the shots because he believes in himself, but then he overdoes it sometimes,
Yeah.
and he's not giving himself the
A
room.
funny thing is, I get to watch it live. I got to watch it live. Even
Were you in Singapore?
Abu Dhabi.
Oh yeah,
And
that's
I'm
particular
looking at
race,
him
yeah.
and the way he was doing his mannerisms, and You know, there's so many of the comms that they don't show on TV.
Yes.
So I'm like, man, this guy is so something else. Like complain. I'm like, can't you see the way Lewis is quiet?
Yeah. Yeah.
But
like-
he's known as the Mona. Like some people call him crime.
No.
Yeah. It depends. They all have their days. to
They have
be
their
honest.
days,
They
but
have
the
their
thing is,
days.
But that's the thing. Like
Lewis will only talk if he has a point to make and the point is actually tangible and it makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
and the forms that we don't hear as well. Like you,
True.
maybe what's Sky Sports or whoever is showing will be
It's
lot
a
more.
narrative. Yeah.
So they will show a lot of things, and then maybe he's just quiet after, but we'll never know because we are not there.
Yeah.
I mean, there are several times that Lewis has been asked to come and box, but he doesn't mind them. He's like,
Yeah.
he's fine, he's comfortable, you know? And it's the confidence. He has it. He knows what he's talking about. He knows what he's dealing with.
Yeah.
But Charlie, Russell's own,
But
sometimes,
just calm down.
like, my guy, you just came.
I think he's world champion
Material.
I don't know.
Two.
I was expecting world champion
tell.
material in, what's his name?
My boy.
The
Shout.
McLaren guy.
Lando Norris.
Lando.
Interesting.
Charles Ferrari is messing him up. He's messing up his game.
Oh, this might cry.
But we'll not go into details.
Yeah, we'll not go into
Yeah,
details.
Charles is the world champion material.
Oh,
but
thank you.
He needs to just
Bless you.
he needs to just move away from.
Ferrari.
They've whacked
They've indoctrinated him. Like, he's obsessed. Oh.
He's really upset.
When I saw the Italians going,
George.
yeah,
Ciao.
maybe Charles. No, Charles complete world.
Complete world champion, but he doesn't have that.
That's not
The guy.
So that's the problem.
You're my new best friend.
So do we have anyone who has the team? Who is the
I'm thinking
complete
Oscar.
driver?
Oh. Oscar just needs like time. He has to learn how to
Oscar has a lot
manage
of time.
his tires as well, but he's already
has a lot
on
of time.
track. Yeah, honestly, if not Shao, I think my best.
I would have wished Ricardo would have won a world champion if they are giving him the chance. Just
my
one.
bestie now.
Just one champion.
Hey, Daniel.
But you know, these Austrians are all fixated on Verstappen for whatever reason.
Yeah, but he's
And even last season, even no. See, two of you,
yeah.
same car. And then we keep bringing you down and keeping her up.
Oh, so you buy into the whole Sergio.
Of course. It's too glaring. It's there. Like you can see. How can you tell me that this same RB19 is what? 6th, 8th? And one RB19 is 1? And when they choose, oh, this one will make them 1 and 2. Just so we confuse people a lot. No, please.
It's all a conspiracy.
Oh,
Conspiracy.
please.
Honestly,
See, Lewis, you want to see Lewis's best performances. Lewis Rosberg.
yes.
Lewis, what's his name? Valtteri.
Bottas.
Same car. At some point, Toto will go like, leave them and let them race.
Yeah.
No hard feelings. At some point, what's his name? What's the guy's name? Valtteri realizes that Charlie Lewis is ahead. I remember one race. I've forgotten which race it was. And that's the day I love Valtteri. Valtteri was playing like defense. Didn't have a good car. Lewis didn't have a good... At the time, Lewis's tires were like going off.
Yeah.
Valtteri was like defense.
I feel like I know
The guy was in...
talking
I've forgotten the
about.
race it was. It was
Yeah.
P2. For like 10, 15 laps, he kept everybody at base. Like nobody's overtaking me. And after that race, people had done like memes and cartoon shots with Valtteri holding a gun behind Lewis. Like, yeah, don't try it.
I'll tell you these days what he's doing is good. Have you seen his latest PR campaign?
Midlife crisis.
All about the
Period.
beauty.
Midlife crisis.
Honestly. I didn't want to get, too personal, but if we are talking about, you've mentioned Abu Dhabi a lot, right? And I know on the platform you put in like some criteria. So maybe if you can expatiate, it might get more people
As in,
to,
which
how people get chosen to go to Abu Dhabi from the group.
This Abu Dhabi story. So, okay, let me just explain this thing. So Abu Dhabi started when I got a call from the UAE embassy
Yeah.
that they wanted to get certain people invited by the Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, is this a spam?
Honestly,
How did they even get to know about you
Yeah.
and all that?
So the guy is like, no. I need 5 names from here and blah, blah, blah. These are the criteria of people we're looking for and blah, blah, blah. So I knew they were going to do some form of a background check and all those things.
Yeah.
Now, they were straight up 5. 1 has to be media.
Okay.
I said,
Yes.
okay, cool. Then the next day they call back. They're like, oh, do you know anybody in Togo
Okay.
that you can link us to? We want
be in Togo
another
if you
F1
want me to
community
be.
in Togo. Yeah. Fortunately, my cousin works for ETI, EcoBank Group. Their group office is in Lome. And so he has a lot of guys who come over to his house to watch F1
Okay.
in Lome. So I said, okay, me, I don't know anybody in Togo. So Ben, here you go. 5 people, you choose. Ben looks at the thing and he's also like, are you sure this thing is real? I'm like, yeah. He's like, okay, I'm going to add my name to it. So Ben picks 4 people plus himself.
So yeah.
And then I picked Nana Santiapia. I picked based on people who come regular members.
Yeah.
So I picked Nana Santiapia because of the criteria they were looking for. Not just Nana Santiapia is a renowned dentist.
Yeah.
He owns almost all the hospitals in the malls, clinics in the malls, the cologne, the perfume shops in the malls. He's just recently opened his new shop at the ANC corner.
Okay.
So if you go to the malls and you see the pharmacies, the clinics, the perfume shops, that's Nana Santiapia.
Yeah.
And then I picked 2 ladies just to balance it.
Yeah.
Toyin comes regular, Kola, regular members.
Yeah.
So these 2, Nana Santiapia, myself, and Nat, who is a media guy.
Yeah.
Nat interviews us on Joy FM all the time. So I just submitted the name casually. So I was in the US September when they got back to me and said they needed to do a background check on Nana because they were trying to get information on him online. Couldn't. So initially when they called Nana, I even thought it was a spam call. So he hung up.
Makes sense, right? Yeah.
And then they called me and said, oh, we're trying to get your guy, but it looks like he thinks.
Yeah.
So I called Nana and I told Nana, hey, these guys are trying to call you. This is the reason why they're trying to call you. So please answer them. Then he answered them. And then when I got back, they sent the final registration link
Okay.
to me. That was my link. So I was like, oh, okay, if my link is in, it means
Other
everybody should
people,
have the idea.
yeah.
So everybody's email was there.
Yeah.
So when I logged in, I realized that everybody has an entourage, a +1,
Wow.
right? So you fill up the form. So I didn't want to call anything. I didn't call anybody. I just filled my form and I added my girlfriend's name to it.
Hey.
And
These
then-
are the kind of boyfriends we need, though.
Then Nana called me that he had also received the email.
Yeah.
So I helped him fill it out and he also added its +1. Then I think Nat got his. The 2 ladies, for some reason, their emails were not coming. I don't know why.
Oh.
But later on, I found out that probably they saw the mail and thought it was spam. And they deleted it.
No. My goodness. It is why you have to pray. Oh. Eh?
Because me, look, initially when I saw my mail, I thought it was spam.
Yeah.
That was my first thought.
Honestly, because they would ask for personal details.
Yeah,
as well.
no, not even that. When you click on it, it says the registration. You need to click the registration.
Yeah.
Now, you click the registration, it now sends you an OTP access
Okay.
into your mail. Then you key the number into it just to verify that it's really you.
Okay.
Before you get into the system and then fill up the form, upload your passport face, your picture, everything.
Yeah.
And that of your entourage and everything, the hotel, the rooms, blah, 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 all of those things. So I did all of that. And then Ben called me from Togo and said, my wife is not going to go, so I'm going to go with my brother.
Okay.
So his brother is Starbikes, the owner of Starbikes, Eric.
Yeah.
So we go there to watch Grand Prix, all the Dawn races, the Japan, those.
Charlie, yes.
That's what we watch it at Starbikes. So Eric and Ben and then the other Togolese people had their own entourage. Now, my girlfriend lives in Connecticut, US.
Yeah.
They flew her to Abu Dhabi.
Wow.
So wherever your +1 could be on the North Pole.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, being in Abu Dhabi, I saw opulence at its peak.
So this is like flights, accommodation, and then you
Flight,
get Grand
accommodation,
yourself.
and the Grand Prix. So we had paddock passes for everybody.
Hey God.
And then you had like a pit lane access.
Pit lane access, going to the
This is
clubhouses.
the first year they've done that.
It's the first year they've done that for us,
Interesting.
So when people started talking on the platform, and I had to go and let them know, hey, chill.
There was
You saw this person there based on this.
yeah.
If I can tell Ben who to invite
yeah. Yeah.
now, and I had a beef with one of them, and I said, if even you saw Eric over there, and you think Eric is some way, somehow related to me. And that's why, no, that's not the case. Now, if you saw Eric over there, I have every single right to invite Eric over there.
Yeah.
From day one, we go to his place to watch F1. He doesn't complain. He offers us drinks. Some of you don't even buy food. Others buy food.
Yeah.
He has to keep his stuff awake so that we can come at dawn.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So-
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, when you said it, I could just see why
Yeah.
you would invite
So, and the funny thing is that I did not even invite him. His brother used him as a +1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Funny.
His brother's wife couldn't go
Yeah.
because his brother's wife teaches at GIS, and I think she had a lot of work to do that weekend, so she couldn't go. Now she was really pissed with us when we were uploading pictures. You know?
I see. I
So-
see.
It was just a coincidence that happened.
If we were based in Ghana next year, like every share we'll be there.
So
like
it was-
me too. I've gone once or twice.
Yeah. But Abu Dhabi is a different experience.
Yeah. Oh, we've been. That was like a second Grand Prix.
Like budgeted, but still.
Yeah.
Very
Very
well organized.
Even with the normal tickets, if you look at the fun zones,
Oh, it
The
was
front
nice.
row was we had front row seats, so we were even in Drive to Survive because we were that in
Very
front.
close.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's Abu Dhabi is something else.
Yeah.
And
Agreed.
I love the shuttles, like the separate.
Yes, because
I think that was our
That's
first
proper organizing.
cruise, right?
yeah.
So we didn't appreciate
Shows
it
just how much, yeah.
So we started attending other races.
No, we had done Silverstone and we walked 30 minutes to get from where we parked
and we've
to
walked more since then.
yes, since then.
Yeah.
And Sandbox as
these
well.
guys, I remember the night we went to see Shania Twain,
Oh yeah.
and we were leaving. And me, I'm an events person, so me looking at what was going on, for me, my girlfriend is sitting there telling the other people that, see, this guy, it's like he's in heaven. Like, of course I'm in heaven. It's like beautiful for me,
Nice, yeah.
you know? But the point is this, you're watching these things happening. We left the Shania Twain event and we were on our way to the hotel.
Yeah.
Now, the thing is, the shuttles had already gone. Most of the
Yes.
shuttles had left because there was a whole shuttle from the Grand Prix to our hotel, specifically to our hotel. Because our hotel had all of these stars. A lot of people.
Which one is it, the W
No,
one or the which
the
one?
Emirates Grand Palace, that gold hotel.
Okay.
You know? So when you walk out of the concert area, the concert was outside of the Ferrari world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you walk out of the concert area,
You can't talk about
and
the
you walk
taxi.
towards the taxis.
Amazing.
The taxis.
Amazing. How they even arranged it.
Yes, and then you go and then you just follow
So organized.
the
You know, so on the day of the event, on the race day,
Yeah.
so my girlfriend and I did not go early. We went somewhere. Then we went to the mall to meet a friend of mine who is now working in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
And so after meeting my friend, we took a taxi we didn't join the bus. We took a
Yeah.
taxi from the hotel straight to the Yas Mall.
Yeah.
In the taxi, whilst on the way to the Yas Mall, you see the taxi drivers always have this communication thing that they communicate with them. They were literally telling them that people are in Abu Dhabi, blah, 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 blah. So make sure you are all. I am like, wow.
It was
They
amazing.
actually routed one of the taxis we took. They told him that like you need to head
Head back
to-
afterwards. Yeah.
head back to this place and like you get customers. And he was like he's tired, so
he
he's not
can-
going to go anymore. But like he had enough work because they keep telling you
Where to
Yeah.
go and it was
Where to
it
be
was
at
a
what time.
sea
It
of
was-
taxis.
It was just like and
Everybody-
everyone was angry that day
Yeah.
because it's like we are working
And we are tired.
and then we just get there and it's a sea of taxis and everyone just
No, so they kept telling us calm down, like
down.
everyone will get, but we were a bit suspicious. Africans as we are.
and even Brits,
Man.
there was like some Brits.
It was-
no one expected that.
Yeah.
Look, this paddock passes, you're wearing them even walking through the mall. You're like, oh, paddock club, 30% discount. Come. Paddock
Wow.
club, 40% discount. Come. Paddock club. I'm telling you.
Wow.
Like everywhere, you know, the paddock club gives you, I think, 2 access to theme parks a day.
Okay. Hey,
So you can just leave and go to a theme park with your paddle park, just go chill, and come back. I mean,
that's nice.
but if the paddle park is that expensive, you better give me more.
Yeah, true.
It makes sense. Yeah.
It is expensive.
You
Because,
can
yeah, this year I checked, it was about 9,780 euro.
So that's like even
for yours, yeah.
yeah. Because you see, it starts from like 5K, 3, 5, depending on the F1 experiences and Wow. Actually,
So speaking of F1 experiences, so we've been able to strike a deal with F1 experiences.
Oh, okay.
So they are creating a portal on the F1 website, which will be linked to our federation. Like, so when you click on it, it goes Motorsport Federation of Ghana, blah, blah, blah. And you can buy all your tickets there direct.
Wow. Well, this is good information to know because, your girls have been trying.
So we have a good relationship with F1 Experience. When we got there, we had 2 meetings with F1 and then one with F1 Experiences.
Okay.
And then we also had a quick one with FIA. But the follow-up meetings have been back-to-back since I got back, actually, yeah. F1 Experiences, I might just meet a guy in the US because their office is in Charlotte. And I told him I was
That's where our offices are.
Yeah, I told him I was going to be in New York, and he said, "Oh, okay." So he'll come to New York before the end of the year.
Yeah. Oh,
So
it's
I'll
solid. I
probably
like how
meet
you
him.
keep things moving.
As it stands, you have like the Motorsports Federation getting the National Sports Authority approval, getting the FIA on board and being an affiliate. You also have like F1 experiences. You're bringing Heineken on board.
Not just Heineken.
Kept everything on your mind.
Not just Heineken. We're bringing Heineken. We now have Mercedes CFL,
Yeah.
where we're bringing Engine, which is Petronas.
Petronas, yes.
And
because it is already on board.
we're bringing Lucozade. We're speaking to Valvoni. So Valvoni
Okay.
is also the oil company that sponsors Aston Martin. They're in Ghana now as well. Valvoni, I think they're being bought by Aramco, which is fine.
Interesting.
Aramco
Because
is
it's
also
still-
F1.
Yeah.
So we're trying to consolidate all of these guys and see how we can build our own federation.
I'm very proud of how far we've come, right? Yeah.
Yeah, we have.
Interesting, like really good.
Next year, we're trying to get to Qatar. We're still talking to Qatar Airways to see how best. We want them to give us at least 5 paddock passes.
Ish, at least.
We are here. Also, if
Shoot
there's
your
a
shot.
discount or anything like that.
Well, that's what we're working. That's what we're hoping paddock Qatar can do for us.
Yeah.
Because last year they were supposed to give us discounts.
I see.
Yeah, but this year we're still talking to
I
them.
think like the more, once you get accredited, the better.
Exactly. That's why we are pushing the whole accreditation agenda.
Yeah.
That's the thing with F1. It's like the more recognition you get from wherever, the more things you get.
Yeah.
The problem is getting that one step, like getting that recognition. But when you get that, then things just pick up from there.
Yeah.
I mean, speaking of accreditation and just F1 in Africa, right? Like, what do you think we have to do as Africans to finally get a race? I know we obviously have the SA track and we almost got it signed, and then the whole actually we don't know what happened, but
It's a Russian thing.
The Russian thing happened, right? So
I had a friend sitting there. They were just about to sign that deal.
good. Anyway, so do you think that this would be, can we even as Africans push the case for F1
we
to
are.
even
I mean,
be the
We are. I mean, for instance, FIA just didn't decide to come and host their congress here next year.
yeah. You guys
Rwanda has been pushing for this, and Rwanda is on an agenda.
Yeah.
Guess what? They hosted the Commonwealth heads of governments.
Yeah.
They hosted the FIFA Congress. They hosted the first time 100 event in Africa. First ever time.
Yeah.
They are hosting a host of conferences going on now. They just hosted Global Citizen event in Rwanda. They are targeting Grammys for 2025.
Wow.
Yeah, like
Charlie,
full force.
Yeah.
So F1 is very strategic for them. As to them hosting a race, I don't know. Rwanda is 2 Heelys everywhere.
Yeah.
But they are pushing. I don't know where they're going to do that. But they are pushing. For them, hosting F1 will mean building the whole city again.
Exactly, right?
And so they will love it. Ghana count us out for now. We're nowhere near there.
At all.
Yeah. South Africa, we all know the issues going there.
Yeah.
Maybe Morocco. But South Africa fortunately hosted the Formula E in Cape Town this year.
Okay.
They did.
I think I did see.
They did host the Formula E in Cape Town.
Yeah.
But nobody likes Formula E anyway, for obvious reasons.
Wow.
Oh, I mean, sorry, I love Formula E. I love electric cars.
Yeah.
But when I'm watching Formula E, it's like
It's not the same. It's not the same level.
it's like mosquitoes up in my ears doing,
Yeah.
I mean, you've been to the track. You hear the sound of engines. Imagine,
I remember the first time I heard it, like my heart.
imagine being at the paddock and you're like right there.
Yeah.
That sound is heaven.
Charlie. Yeah.
And then you see how heavy these cars are. On TV, they look light.
It doesn't look as
Even the Formula 2 cars
true.
Yeah.
were crazy. You know, on TV, it's like they've tuned down the volume or something.
Maybe it's just
them can talk over.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, I don't think Africa deserves this thing.
Oh yeah.
100%. And I like the way Lewis puts it.
Yes.
He
Like there
only
is
quit
everywhere.
after racing in Africa.
Yeah. True. But what do you think about, like, in terms of attendance? Do you think we'll get it?
Oh, we will go.
It's like,
Let me give you a typical example.
like-
Just before COVID lockdown, you know, F1 was going to do an exhibition in Johannesburg, a huge exhibition.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know the number of us who had already bought our tickets
Hey.
to go on that trip?
Wow. Yes, it's kind of feel.
This
No,
was
that's my question, right? Like the price points to get.
yes, the price points. If they bring it to Africa, maybe the price points might be cheaper.
It won't
It
be
has-
like in Las Vegas.
No,
Yeah.
it won't. It won't. But at least the price points will be accommodating,
Yeah.
you know?
Because we have to pitch. So, I mean, I guess what I'm asking, right? Las Vegas, for example, it was F1 themselves that
Yeah, that did it.
this.
Yeah.
So I'm like, are we able to also pitch it to them and make it profitable enough that they, instead of waiting for, I don't know, a sort of consortium?
I mean, I know,
government to do it?
obviously, some of these cities want to take up the challenge, right? Because the huge chunk of the money will still go into accommodation,
Yeah.
whether we like it or not.
True.
I mean, look at Ghana, just this small December to remember. People are still looking for rooms.
30 December. People are still looking for a room.
People are still looking for rooms.
True.
You get
Yeah.
it? Just this.
You just need someone to believe in the vision and then like some
We
sort
went
of
to Abu Dhabi.
sponsorship.
Do you know the number of people who were in Abu Dhabi for that weekend race? 460,000. 460,000.
This year was way more than last year. Then.
Yeah, when
Yeah,
we went.
it was
Yeah.
absolute. And then I realized that, man, these people didn't come here to watch the race. They came here to party their heads off.
Actually, they did. And the concerts, I mean, like Abu Dhabi, for example, the
concerts are
concerts, the
top
people they
tier.
bring,
Top tier.
amazing. Yeah. I
The
mean,
Chris
they
Brown
make
was
sense.
packed. The Shania Twain was packed. The Foo Fighters, I was like, I'm not a Foo. I'm
Yeah,
music.
but
Nah.
they are solid. Our time, they brought Kendrick Lamar, Dave Santan, Asha.
They wrote-
Asha came to the stairmass, but yeah. Oh, that's. I mean, obviously, there's profits to be made. There's just people willing
There
to
is.
invest and then get there.
Yes.
I don't know if this is controversial, but I wanted to ask what you think of Drive to Survive. Right, some of us were able to get into the sports from there because we didn't have fathers who worked anywhere near
Well,
cars.
Drive to Survive first of all, it's a money-making machine, first
Of
of all.
course.
But number two, it's helped the fan base. Because for me, now I don't have to sit down and tell somebody challenges how these are. All I tell them is,
Let's go and watch.
just go and watch.
Exactly.
Watch
Yeah.
from season 1. My friend's mom is on my Facebook page. And for some reason, based on my post and everything,
Right.
she's now so much into it. Like, and I'm like, wow. I didn't
It's
see.
really-
Yeah. And she saw, and all I did was I asked her to watch the Drive to Survive. And sometimes she would call me and say it's like she's watching a movie. I said, nope, it's not a movie. It's real.
Yeah. I mean, they dramatize it a bit.
They dramatize it a bit.
Oh, yeah.
It's real. But mind you, the new owners of F1 are media people.
Yes.
They thrive on building drama.
True. Yeah.
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 Liberty Group is like that. So
Yeah. I mean,
Okay, so the final thing that I wanted to ask was, as a Mercedes fan, going into the new season next year.
yeah.
what are your hopes and expectations?
Expectations and predictions.
Well, my predictions is for Mercedes to at least be either one or two.
Hey, 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Solid.
I mean, they say they are changing everything. See, if we had
It's not
changed,
like Ferrari that's changing 95%.
if we had changed the concept of the car from 2022, we wouldn't have been in this issue.
Yeah.
I agree.
Just switch the concept. That's all you had to do.
So how do you feel about Mike Elliott leaving, right? Do you think he was to blame in some sort of way or...
See, and this is where I like Toto. If you want to leave, leave.
Yeah. Me too, I like to. You like my people, though.
I mean, that's the only way I like him. He doesn't make drama about it. He doesn't. It's the media that picks it and goes through all the drama.
Yeah.
But he's still the same old. He's like, you can touch me everywhere you want. Don't touch my family. You touch my family, I'll come for you.
Yeah. everybody's got a target on their back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So for me, they will say the best talent will leave, but the thing is, the way this world is going, and with the advancement of technology, we've not even seen the best talent yet.
Yeah. True.
There's some massive talents out there, and trust me, they will do some crazy stuff. And everybody wants to be associated with a good brand.
Yeah.
You know, first of all, Red Bull doesn't own a motor company. One of these days, you can just wake up one day and go like, we're done with F1.
Hey, it's true. Now that Dietrich is gone.
You know,
Yeah.
the direction might change. But
if they stop winning and then someone doesn't get the vision.
but Mercedes is a car company. F1 is R&D for them.
Yeah.
There's so many things they did in the 2019 and 2020 car, which is in the new S-Class and E-Class now. You remember that DAS system, the one at the tires?
Yeah.
It's in their Mercedes systems now. You know, so for them, F1 is completely an R&D ground for them.
Yeah. It makes sense, right? In so many ways. Yeah.
You know?
More questions going.
Oh no, it's okay. I feel like
for joining us.
we've
Thank you too.
absorbed, and we've also absorbed a lot of information
questions
from you.
You know, we look forward to, you know, helping in our own little way with the progress that the Motorsports Federation is making in Ghana. And also, if you want to join the watch parties, please, you're welcome to do so.
There's a WhatsApp group. I think we should put the link maybe on the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, I can give you the WhatsApp number.
Yeah.
When they send it to them, they'll add them to the group.
Yes. So if you're interested, guys, just let us know. It's a very
lots of-
vibrant community.
The number you send me a WhatsApp on,
Yeah.
that same number. The number is not with me, but I have the WhatsApp here.
No worries. We'll plug you guys
Include
in.
it in the description, guys. Join us and let's have some fun.
Honestly, it's very vibrant. Like if you are looking for a page that doesn't just wait till a race to talk, there's always something going on that page.
You can always join the viewing parties if you are in Ghana as well.
Yeah. Yes.
Thanks
guys.
so much for listening and watching if you are.
Yeah. Our YouTube is live.